Hello. Hi. Good morning, wherever you are. Good night. Buenas noches, buenos dias. Ciao. Bonjour. How do you say adios? Did I get it, everyone? No? Okay. I've been smoking crack recently, if you cannot tell. Let's see. Life is confusing right now. This video is getting confusing because life sucks. These glasses are so greasy because of my stupid hair grease, but I want to be looking Gucci, you know? Gotta keep the girls impressed. Is it sitting right on my... We're just gonna get rid of these. Okay. I just want to talk about the books that I read this month. I actually did not think I read that much, but then I started to look at everything I had, and I believe I read about 6 books this month, so get on my level. Oh, you can't? Then stay beneath me. So the first book that I finished this month was Great Hot Garbage. But it's like hot garbage filled with like your favorite food. So like you smell like that familiar scent beneath it all and you're like, oh, I kind of like that. I don't think that's the real thing that people have ever experienced. But it's King Lear by William Shakespeare. Shakespeare's always interesting because sometimes he snaps. Like honestly, Macbeth, I think I read that earlier this year, so you guys can go watch my old wrap-ups. They're not that good. We're not even gonna lie to you. They're not that good. This video will probably not be that good to me in like a year time if I'm still here. We're dying every day. But no, like seriously, Macbeth freaking, it just, oh, that book, man. Lady Macbeth, one of my favorite women in literature, okay? I mean, they kind of played her in the last half of it all. She was like the warriors who had a 3-to-1 lead, and William Shakespeare blew it, not her, let's be real. But it still smacked. I review books, hi. Slapped and smacked are the only adjectives I know. Is that an adjective? Wait, a noun is like a name, a place. Anywho, regarding the fact I don't know first grade, I was gonna say vocabulary, but first grade English, I read King Lear. This baby got 3 out of 5 stars. Overall, I was just kind of looking for like the same angst of Macbeth, and you know, I got something in between. It was not Romeo and Juliet horrible, I will admit that. But it just did not snap on me as hard. I need to stop saying snap. I read it, I was entertained. A lot of my summer reading books I had to do for school. I'm guessing, I feel like it was pretty obvious this was kind of included, but if you guys do not know, this was summer reading. But King Lear was just entertaining all throughout. But that's the thing, like, I read this in a day because I didn't have to analyze it as much as I did Macbeth, which, don't get me wrong, this is a no fear Shakespeare version, whereas Macbeth is like the original text. But either way, like with Macbeth, there's just so many like beautiful lines and symbolism, and yeah, it's in here too, but it's like you went from a 10 to a 5, you know? Macbeth is Kim Kardashian, okay, and King Lear is Kendall Jenner. It's just not the same. Honestly, I feel like my main complaints are with the sisters in this book. Cordelia, I guess I like Cordelia for the 2 scenes that we knew her. Stupid Reagan and Goneril were just the same person. Literally the same character. Why do we need 2 of them? Next up, I read Jane Eyre. Jane Eyre is that, and Jane Eyre is that summer reading book I mentioned earlier when it was like, yeah, I like it, but one of the main characters ruined it, and that is stupid Mr. Rochester. I know I didn't talk about that earlier, but that's the summary of it all. I loved the actual Jane Eyre. She was just so strong, and she always chose herself and always stood up for what she believed in the beginning. She took no crap. She pulled all the punches. I loved her. But, you know, I went into this book expecting a Mr. Darcy, but I got on the map, here's the map, here's the map, on the map. Swiper! I got a swiper, no swiping. I didn't like it. Like, I liked it, but I didn't like it. I mean, the ending was okay. Okay. But I don't know. I just didn't love it as much as I wanted to. We're just all out of order because I'm pretty sure I finished Sorcery of Thorns before I finished either of those books. Yeah, I finally finished A Sorcery of Thorns. A Sorcery of Thorns. Don't I say that weird? A Sorcery of Thorns.
So Sorcery of Thorns.
Sorcery of Thorns.
SOT. I finished SOT, I believe like August 7ish, and I remember this because I texted my friend Sailor, who's been basically yelling at me to finish this stupid book forever. Although I do call it stupid, I did give it a 5 out of 5 stars. It was just really good. It was really good. And I did like it. I liked it whenever I was reading it, but just the reading slump gets you down in so many ways. In my last video, which you can totally go watch if you really want to. I'll put it at the end of my new end screen. See, I think it's really cute. But I talked about how I just could not get through Six of Crows, and that's one of my favorite books ever. So honestly, I could just not read anything. I still kind of can't read anything. I am currently listening to City of Lost Souls, which is the 5th book. Finally getting to the 5th book in the Remote Instrument series, and I am on like chapter 9 out of I think 21, so we're getting there, I think. And I will be mentioning another book that I am currently reading later on, but that book I'm not even sure I really want to finish it at this point. But with A Sorcery of Thorns, there was never a moment where I wanted to DNF. Like, I did consider it, but not because I didn't like it, but more so because it was like I just didn't think I was ever going to finish it, but I never did because I always wanted to complete it. But with this other book, I'm just going to tell you guys, it's stupid Wilder Girls. I thought I grabbed it. Oh, it's right here. It's Wilder Girls. I thought Wilder Girls was going to be like boarding school with women. And it is, but it's like boarding school with women and then apocalypse happening. And you know, the apocalypse aspect is taking a really huge part in the story, as it should. But you know, apocalypse and honestly dystopian in general has never been for me. So it's getting really hard to read this book. I am on page 81 out of 365, and I cannot believe I'm only on page 81 because I feel like it's taking me forever. So yeah, but it's been different. Like, Sorcery of Thorns is cute, and I feel like in the future, if I do want to reread it, I will devour it, whereas it took me like a month to get through it. Next up, I finished Invisible Man. I forgot to say, for Jane Eyre and for this book, I did not give it any rating. Invisible Man I gave no rating to because I don't know, I just haven't decided yet. I didn't like it, I didn't have a problem with it, but it is always really hard for me to read books about oppression of any sense. Should I read them? Yes, but it is quite the toll. So I will probably end up just giving it a 5 out of 5, but in the meantime, it has not gotten that yet. I'll probably go do it after this video. But I did like, you know, it was great. I really had nothing to add on to it, so yeah. The last book I finished this month is a book I'm so happy I completed, because now I only got 1.5 book left to complete the stupid Kate Daniels series. I just finished book 9. When I say I finished this like August 14th. But I did finish book 9 and I loved it. I know I was just describing kind of how long it took me to read all these books except for King Lear. But listen, Kate Daniels has always been like a pick-me-up for me. And I finished book 9 in literally one sitting. It was just such a, yeah, like I can still read, I can still love and get into novels. And I was just feeling it. I was feeling it. But then I had to go read The Iron Covenant, which is a book from a separate series about a character that shows up in Kate Daniels that I have to read in order to understand book 10 of the Kate Daniels series. I did start The Iron Covenant, which is why I said 1.5 books left. I'm not loving The Iron Covenant. I do not dislike it. It just does not have that Kate Daniels charm. Obviously because Kate Daniels is not in it. But then again, I have read the other novellas in the series like Magic Dreams or Gunmetal Magic, in about the same time span, if only a little bit longer. So there's just something about The Iron Covenant that I cannot get into, and it is keeping you away from book 10, and I'm tired of it. I want to finish the next book in the series. I want to be done. Honestly, I was just rereading so many scenes throughout the series that I've loved and just laughing and like crying because I absolutely adore it, and I just want to get to book 10. But yeah, honestly, I'm so happy I'm almost there. I cannot wait to finish. Yippee. Okay, so that is all I have for my wrap up. I hope that you enjoyed it. I know it was kind of a small one, obviously. I think the reason I thought I read no books is because it felt like I hadn't read any books. I really have not finished a book in about 2 weeks now. So it has been a long time since I completed one. But I guess in the beginning, I was just doing laborious reads instead of reading books that I really wanted to be reading. Yeah, Sorcery of Thorns and Kate Daniels. But other than that, there was just nothing. So hopefully I finished City of Lost Souls. Wilder Girls, tell me if you guys think I should finish that. I kind of just want to DNF. Is it worth it at this point? Because I'm really bored. And I hope next month I finish with an even bigger wrap up, and I will also be seeing you again. I love you so much, and tons of kisses, tons of love. Bye. I promise you, after videos, my jaw always hurts. Like, seriously, why are you guys even here? I just stumble over all my words. I never know what I'm saying, and I am sick and tired of this. No, not of this. Just like my jaw hurting. I love this. I will never quit this. I mean, I probably will one day, but in the meantime, I do not. Okay, bye.